I'm not really taking that shit. All right, I've been watching the elders over 3 years now. It's something that the elders have always done when they speak about the past and going back to the times of the school. When they was being brought to councils, they wasn't taking no shit and they was standing their ground like a man should. So I take them as an example. I use them as an example, and I'm going to stand my ground. If I feel like I'm in the right and not in the wrong, I'm going to stand my ground. But if I'm in the wrong, by all means, I'm going to admit it. For example, Yarah and La'ah in the Seattle camp could attest to this. Now, there was they had confronted me on Deuteronomy 14:1. All right, because they thought, you know what I'm saying? Well, not that they thought, because I ain't gonna lie. I used to bring baldness to the middle of my eyebrows. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know that that was a transgression. Briefly before that, it was brought to my attention that it was a transgression. So I had stopped doing it just before then. All right, then they said it to me, and I admitted my fault. You know what? Yeah, I did do that. You see what I'm saying? I'm no longer doing that. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's something that I did do. Once I found out that it was going off, I instantly stopped. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm wrong, I'll admit my fault, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm not just some nigga out here, man. You know what I mean? I'm really about this thing. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to continue in sin. I'm trying to make it up out of here. You know what I mean? So it's not no pride thing with me where I'm too proud to admit it. That's not it at all. And if somebody, he's too proud to cut his hair, he's being vain or something like that, that's not it at all. If I was being vain, you'd be seeing me rocking my hair like a bitch rocket, man. Having it all out, man. Spending 2 hours in front of the mirror. I have it in a ponytail, man. Because that's the most humble way I know how to rock it. You know what I mean? That's why I be having it in the ponytail. It's just straight back and all that. You know what I mean? I don't be trying to do no extra shit, man. Trying to make myself look all extra pretty and shit like that, man. You know, it is what it is, man. We about to get the fuck out of here. I ain't got to impress these damn people, man. All right? But yeah, if you can give me one of them scriptures on mocking real quick, brother. Yeah, kind of.
Proverbs 6, starting at verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
Exactly. And what you're doing is causing brothers, is putting discord amongst brothers, man. All right? Because brothers is looking at me like I'm going to fuck off. You see what I'm saying? Which I'm not. This brother told me that, wanted to hit me on my page and tell me that I went the fuck off, that I fell the fuck out, that I was back in the world, or I was dealing with Zabak, man. All right? And that's something that was brought to my attention that was going around Israel to a point. You see what I'm saying? I don't know who all heard it. I don't know how far it got, man. You see what I'm saying? But because that's even out there a little bit, because they're taking some shit you said and running with it, you're responsible for sowing that discord, man. Certain stuff, the inner workings of the camp, man, that little shit, man, that shit shouldn't even be spoken of on a camera like that, man. You know what I'm saying? For all of Israel to see. But since you wanted to do it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just let it all out so I can clear my name and get let all the brothers out there in Israel who heard your side of the story, now they can hear my side of the story. So they can hear both sides of the matter and they could judge it accordingly. You see what I'm saying? How the scriptures tell us to. Give me something else though, brother.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 27, starting at verse 26. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that setteth a trap shall be taken therein.
Exactly. He dug a pit for the brother when I was first coming into the Seattle camp, and he admitted to digging that pit, and he got rebuked for digging that pit. And now he's digging a pit for me. You see what I'm saying? He's a serial offender, man. He's constantly offending brothers, and he'll tell you, he admitted it on multiple occasions. He's constantly offending brothers, man. All right? Period. Go ahead.
He that worketh mischief, it shall fall upon him, and he shall not know whence it cometh.
Exactly.
Mockery and reproach are from the proud.
Exactly. Mockery and reproach are from the proud, and you mocked me. You put a little ass voice on, and you quoted me.
I had one man tell me, "Oh, Yarah, I think you're blind, and you're gonna lead these brothers into a ditch."
You see what I'm saying? You made me sound like I'm some bitch ass motherfucker out here, man. Which I'm not. I'm a man of the Lord. I ain't missed a week on these highways, man, since I started, man. All right. You see what I'm saying? Bring that out about mockery, brother.
Mockery and reproach are from the proud.
Mockery and reproach are from the proud. All right? Give me that in Matthew, brother.
Matthew 23, verse 12. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased.
Exactly. Whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. A proud man exalts himself, man. You were exalting yourself up over me. You see what I'm saying? You was making it sound like you was really sounding proud that whole series, man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. You was sounding proud. You was exalting yourself. All right. And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased. Thus saith the Lord, man. That's Yahweh Shai talking. Go ahead.
And he that shall humble himself shall be exalted.
Exactly, and I try to remain humble about the situation. I wasn't making videos talking about you. You can ask these brothers, man. I didn't speak negatively of you, you see what I'm saying? I will refer to you, that brother, the Ephraimite brother up there in Seattle camp. He's the leader of the camp, you know what I'm saying? That's how I refer to you, all right? I wasn't talking down on you, but you running around talking down on me on multiple occasions, man, all right? Brothers have told me, period. And I've seen it now on the video, all right? So you can't lie about it, all right? Go ahead, brother. Hit me with something else. Actually, give me Ecclesiasticus 4. Give me 29 first.
29.
Come on. Yeah, give me verse 4. I mean chapter 4, verse 29.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 9.
29, bro.
Oh, 29. Be not hasty in thy tongue, and in thy deeds slack and remiss.
Exactly. Be not hasty in that tongue. And that's applying to bros taking what he said and running with it. Because he didn't say that I was with Zabak. He didn't necessarily say that I fell out the truth, but he did say he hoped I get right, which is hinting that I fell out the truth. You see what I'm saying? Now, the statements that he made had brothers hasty in their tongue talking about he done fell out, he was Zabak, he in the world. That nigga going to fuck off. You see what I'm saying? He didn't necessarily make all them statements, but you know that little seed, it grows, especially with Israel, man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, though, brother. I actually, hit me with, give me 27, though. See, this verse right here, before I left the Seattle camp, for the record, they was planning to suspend me, but before I knew they was planning to suspend me, before they even called the council about me, I removed myself from the camp, and I based it upon this scripture. Go ahead.
Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man.
Make not thyself an underling to a foolish man. His actions led me to believe he was a foolish man. We all know what it says in Corinthians about he who is spiritual judges all things. When we out there on them highways and byways, we call ourselves casting judgment, saying that we're spiritual men. All right, therefore, I felt like I could judge this situation that he was a foolish man. And what did the scriptures say? Make not thyself an underling unto a foolish man. Go ahead.
Neither accept the person of the mighty.
Exactly, man. So I removed myself from the camp at that point. It wasn't until after that they say they were going to call a council about me, which they never even told me about. It wasn't until after that I left that they was talking about they was going to suspend me for 3 weeks. Like the brother Tazabah had just said, man, suspension, that's not even in the scriptures, man. All right, how you going to tell me I can't do the work? The next 3 weeks, did I surely do the work? I surely did do the work. I did the work in San Francisco and in San Diego, man, within the next 3 weeks, man. All right? You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me I can't do the work. You're not the Most High, man. All right? And you're trying to dictate not only my vow, but if I could even do the work, man, with that whole suspension shit. Give me 1 Peter, the 5th chapter, real quick, brother.
1 Peter, chapter 5. The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Yahweh Shai, and also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed. Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you.
Exactly. Feed the flock of the Most High which is among you, which is supposed to be our main concern, is getting out here and pushing this word, which is my main concern. I didn't want to even have to do no video like this, man, because this stuff happened a couple months ago. But because it keeps being brought up and it's being brought to my attention, not being spoke on in such a way, I got to do it. But my main concern out here, and every brother's main concern, should be what? Feeding the flock, man. That's why we get out here and we get on these highways and byways. Go ahead, though, brother.
Taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over the Most High's heritage.
Exactly. Neither is being lords over the Most High's heritage. You can't tell me about my vow because the scriptures told me about my vow. All right? But you trying to be a lord of the Most High's heritage. You trying to tell me about my vow. Now, these scriptures are a part of our heritage. That Nazirite vow is a part of our heritage. So you trying to tell me something about my vow that's against the scriptures is you trying to be a lord of the Most High's heritage. You trying to tell a brother he's suspended basically with no merit other than he doesn't agree with you. You see what I'm saying? And you really coming out of your heart because what you're saying is not coming out of the scriptures. You trying to say that a brother's suspended, trying to tell a brother whether he could do the work or not, man. That you trying to be a lord over the Most High's heritage, man. All right? What does the scripture say not to do that? All right?
Matthew chapter 7, verse 3. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye?
Exactly. Why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye? Why is you sitting here worried about my vow? All right? Go ahead.
But considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye.
Exactly. Considerest not the beam that is in thy own eye. The beam that is in thy own eye. You worrying about me when you need to be worrying about your damn self, man. Go ahead.
Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye. Thou hypocrite.
Thou hypocrite. All right? Now, calling somebody a hypocrite, hey, man, that's a heavy charge. But why can I call you a hypocrite? How about this? You was having an issue with the brother you call or not because he moved around a little bit because of work. He was back and forth between Seattle and the Bay. Now, right now, where are you at? You ain't in Seattle. You doing work. You're doing Esau's work, right? You're doing work for Esau out there in Maine right now. You're not in Seattle. You was only supposed to be out there a couple weeks, and now your stay is extended. To do what? To do the work of this world. You see what I'm saying? Now, ain't no camp out there in Maine. I don't know if you brothers is doing the work out there in Maine, because I know you with a couple of brothers. I don't know whether you're doing the work out there in Maine, but that's irrelevant. Because the brother you call Anap was coming in between Seattle and San Francisco, both places that had camps, and he was doing the work in both places. But you looked at him like he was a bad example because he was moving around because of work. Now you're doing the exact same thing. All right? That's being a hypocrite. All right? Point blank, period. Ain't no way around that. You know what I mean? So you over here casting judgment like you all holier than thou, man. You look like somebody who's up in one of them churches right now, man. All right? I'm just going to keep it straight with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me get something else, though, brother. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 28. Let's go, verse 13. Curse the whisperer and double-tongued, for such have destroyed many that were at peace.
Exactly. Curse the whisperer and the double-tongued, because they've destroyed many which are at peace. All right? Because I was at peace down here in San Diego, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying, and just pushing this word, you know what I mean? You know, I wasn't even worried about that whole situation up in Seattle. I try to brush it up under the rug, man, let the Most High deal with it. But because you keep bringing it up, you speaking up on me, especially on the videos for all of Israel to see, man, you see what I'm saying? I gotta say something.